What if I told you that there is a crystal on Earth that people use like an energetic shield? A stone that is believed to block negativity, emotional attacks, jealousy, stress, and even bad intentions. Sounds dramatic, right? But stay with me, because today we are talking about the true power of Black Tourmaline, and why millions of people across the world trust this crystal for protection and grounding. And trust me, the last point will surprise you. Hey beautiful souls, welcome back to the channel. If you love spiritual knowledge, crystals, energy healing, and powerful mindset shifts, then you are exactly where you need to be. Today's topic is not just spiritual, it is practical, emotional, and deeply connected to modern life. We are diving into the raw, real, and ancient wisdom behind Black Tourmaline, also known as the bodyguard stone of the crystal world. So stay till the end, because I'll share a relatable story, and a question that might change how you see energy around you. Now here's something interesting. Many celebrities, spiritual teachers, and even high-performance athletes are known to use grounding tools for mental clarity and emotional balance. While they may not always show it on camera, energy protection rituals, crystal grids, and grounding stones are very common behind the scenes. In interviews, several wellness coaches and holistic healers recommend Black Tourmaline for people who feel drained after social interactions, online exposure, or crowded places. Because fame brings attention, and attention brings energy. And not all energy is clean. So what exactly is Black Tourmaline? Scientifically, it is a boron silicate mineral that forms under intense pressure and heat. Energetically, it is believed to be one of the strongest grounding stones on the planet. Grounding means connecting your body and mind back to the present moment, to earth, to stability. When you are grounded, anxiety reduces. Overthinking slows down. And your nervous system feels safer. Black Tourmaline is associated with the root chakra, the energy center related to safety, survival, and emotional stability. That is why people use it when they feel anxious, insecure, emotionally attacked, or constantly tired. Now here is the powerful part. This crystal is not believed to absorb negativity like a sponge. Instead, many traditions say it transforms negative energy into neutral energy. Meaning, it does not just protect you, it balances the space around you. People place it near laptops, phones, and Wi-Fi routers because some believe it helps neutralize electromagnetic stress. Even if you don't believe in that part, the psychological effect of feeling protected can itself reduce stress and improve focus. And psychology and spirituality often work together. Black Tourmaline is also used during meditation. When held in hand or placed near the feet, it helps pull scattered thoughts back into the body. This is why many healers recommend it for people who are highly sensitive, empathic, or emotionally overwhelmed. Let me tell you something very real. Have you ever entered a room and suddenly felt uncomfortable, without any logical reason? No one said anything wrong. Nothing bad happened. But you just felt heavy inside. Many sensitive people experience this. Not because something supernatural is attacking them, but because emotions and stress are contagious. Human brains mirror each other. We subconsciously pick up tension, anger, sadness, and fear from others. Now imagine carrying that emotional load all day long. By evening, you feel drained, irritated, and exhausted. Not because of your own problems, but because you kept absorbing everyone else's moods. This is where grounding becomes powerful. And grounding is what Black Tourmaline symbolically represents. It reminds your nervous system, you are safe. You are here. You don't need to carry everything. Many people keep it in their pocket, under their pillow, or on their work desk. Not because the stone is magic, but because intention plus awareness changes how we respond to stress. But here's something very few people talk about. Protection is not just about blocking negativity. It is also about strengthening your own energy. If you constantly need protection, it means your boundaries are weak. Black Tourmaline is also believed to help people develop stronger emotional boundaries. You stop taking things personally. You stop reacting to every opinion. You stop draining yourself for people who do not respect your peace. And that is real power. Some ancient traditions also use this stone during shadow work, the process of facing hidden fears and suppressed emotions. Because grounding helps you feel safe enough to heal. And healing begins only when you stop running from discomfort. Now I want to ask you something very honestly. Do you feel emotionally exhausted after talking to certain people? Do you feel fine alone, but tired after social interactions? Or do you feel overstimulated by social media, news, and constant online energy? If yes, then grounding is not optional for you. It is necessary. Whether you use Black Tourmaline, meditation, walking barefoot on grass, or deep breathing, your nervous system deserves protection and peace. If this video gave you new perspective, hit like, so more people can learn about emotional grounding and self-protection. Subscribe for more spiritual knowledge and mindset content. And comment below, do you believe energy protection is real, or do you think stress is purely psychological? Let's talk about it in the comments. Because awareness is the first step to healing. And you deserve calm, clarity, and powerful energy in your life. Before you think Black Tourmaline is just another trending crystal on social media, pause for a moment. Because this stone has been used for protection rituals for hundreds of years, across different cultures, long before Instagram, YouTube, or wellness influencers existed. And the most shocking part? Many people use it completely wrong, and that may be why they never feel any change. Welcome back to this powerful series on the true power of Black Tourmaline. In part 1, we talked about grounding, emotional protection, and why sensitive people feel drained in modern life. Now in part 2, we go deeper into how this stone is traditionally used, what mistakes people make, and how intention changes everything. Because crystals don't work like machines. They work like mirrors. They reflect the energy and mindset you bring to them. Here's something you may not know. Several Hollywood wellness coaches and spiritual consultants recommend grounding stones to actors before intense emotional scenes. Why? Because when you repeatedly activate strong emotions, your nervous system cannot always separate acting from reality. So grounding rituals are used to bring the body back into balance after emotional overload. Many successful entrepreneurs also practice grounding routines in the morning, not for superstition, but for mental stability and emotional control. Because success does not only require motivation, it requires emotional regulation. And that is exactly what grounding stones symbolically support. Let's talk about usage. Most people simply buy the crystal, place it somewhere, and expect magic to happen. But intention is the activation key. Traditionally, Black Tourmaline is used in 3 main ways. First, personal carry. When you keep it in your pocket or bag, it serves as a constant reminder to stay emotionally grounded during stressful situations. Each time you touch it, your brain associates it with safety and calm. This creates a psychological anchor, which is extremely powerful. Second, space protection. Placing it near entrances, work desks, or sleeping areas is believed to stabilize the emotional energy of that space. Think of it like emotional insulation. Not blocking people, but softening emotional impact. Third, meditation and breath work. Holding the stone while breathing deeply trains your body to release tension downward instead of holding it in your chest and shoulders. Over time, this builds a natural grounding response even without the stone. Now here is an important truth. If your lifestyle is chaotic, sleep is poor, emotions are ignored, and stress is constant, no crystal can fix that alone. Crystals support awareness. They do not replace self-care. One of the biggest mistakes is expecting instant dramatic results. Energy work is subtle. It works through consistency, not shock. Another mistake is never cleansing the stone. Whether you believe in energy absorption or not, objects that we associate with emotional release should be mentally reset. Many people cleanse Black Tourmaline by washing it with water, placing it in sunlight briefly, or simply setting intention through breath and focus. But the most dangerous mistake: using crystals as emotional avoidance tools. Meaning, instead of facing difficult conversations, healing trauma, or setting boundaries, people hope the stone will protect them from discomfort. True protection does not remove growth. It supports you while you grow. Let me share a story that many people will recognize. Imagine someone who is always the listener in their friend group. Everyone shares problems. Everyone vents. Everyone expects emotional support. But when this person needs help, suddenly, everyone is busy. Over time, this creates emotional exhaustion and silent resentment. But instead of setting boundaries, the person keeps giving, and then wonders why they feel empty. When such people use grounding tools like Black Tourmaline, something interesting happens. They slowly become more aware of their own emotional limits. They stop answering every call. They pause before reacting. They start choosing peace over pleasing. Not because the crystal changed them magically, but because it reminded them to check in with themselves. Modern psychology talks about nervous system regulation. Ancient spirituality talks about grounding. Different language, same concept. When your nervous system feels safe, your brain stops scanning for danger. You think clearly. You respond instead of reacting. You choose instead of exploding. Black tourmaline is often used as a physical symbol of this inner safety. And symbols are powerful. Human brains respond deeply to symbolic anchors. That is why rituals work. That is why prayer works. That is why intention works. Because the mind listens to repetition, emotion, and focus. But now comes the part that most crystal sellers will never tell you. Protection without self-awareness can turn into emotional walls. And emotional walls block love, connection, and healing. So how do you protect yourself, without closing your heart? How do you stay grounded, without becoming emotionally numb? And how do you know whether you are protecting your energy, or running from emotional responsibility? Because true spiritual growth is not about hiding from pain. It is about becoming strong enough to face it, without losing yourself. And this is where Black Tourmaline's deeper lesson begins.